Hi, this is Little Dwarf playing games while rambling incoherently into a microphone. Why? Well, just because I can, and I continue with Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver 2, Blind. I'm trying to get to Nosgoth, and it's turning out to be quite a journey indeed. How do I avoid getting hit by the eye? Okay, maybe like that. Okay. So, I need another cup of blood. I also take the air reaver, because there's an air sort of fountain or whatever, how we would call it. One of those vents that propel me upwards. I can activate it here. Okay, let's check this upper level, how it looks, and all that. There's another red door, so I need to find another one of those shields. And just so happens, it's right behind. Okay, and there's another basin for blood, which I should be able to feel now, right? Oh, not quite. Okay, and now I think I'm in the correct position to carry the blood over. Is that the symbol for the air Reaver? It might be. It features like interconnected rings, kind of. So where was the shrine of the air Reaver again? Okay, but how does that help exactly? Okay, I have to pause for a second, be right back. Okay, I'm back, so let's continue. I am a bit confused about what exactly am I supposed to be doing here, but I will activate the Light Reaver again, because maybe that obstacle that I destroyed with the Air Reaver was like blocking the light or something. I'm not entirely sure how that would work, but it doesn't change the fact that the bridge that I'm supposed to open bears the symbol of the Light Reaver, so you know, it's presumably important. Yeah, okay, great. Great. Now I need to find a chalice. And there is a chalice right here. Okay, finally. That was a rather prolonged puzzle. What do I need to enter this? I guess nothing but my hand.
Janos Audrin? It is heartening after all these years to hear my name spoken without contempt. Raziel? My child, what have they done to you?
I have been dragged through hell and back. All it seems to reach this moment. But I don't yet know why.
For thousands of years I have waited, alone here, losing faith. At the time of the binding, 9 guardians were called to serve the pillars, and I was summoned as the 10th guardian, the keeper of the Reaver, the weapon of our salvation. Over time, our race died out, until I alone remained, sustained only by my obligation to you and by my guardianship of the blade.
And the other 9? Why did their guardianship not sustain them?
I don't know. As our race dwindled, the humans prospered. I have watched over the centuries as our history faded into myth and finally receded altogether. The humans have forgotten us entirely and claimed the pillars for themselves, wholly ignorant of their true purpose. To them, I am merely a devil, the origin of their vampire plague.
Why would the pillars summon human guardians then, if they are meant to be served by vampires?
The pillars choose their guardians from birth, Raziel, and vampires are no longer born. This is the crux of our dilemma, and this is the terrible irony. With their vampire purge, the members of the Circle have assaulted the very architects of the pillars they are sworn to protect. They have embarked on a treacherous path. With every vampire they kill, the humans are slitting their own throats. They know I'm up here, beyond their reach, and it terrifies them. You can see how they flaunt their kills to torment me. Or perhaps simply to lure me out. They have this foolish notion that destroying me will somehow topple our entire bloodline. Thankfully, we're not that fragile.
I have seen them mustering their forces in the village below.
Yes. I don't know what they're plotting, but I fear our time may be bitterly short.
Mankind seems to have brought you only torment and grief. You must hate them.
They fear what they don't understand, and they despise what they fear. But no, I do not hate them.
Vorador does.
He has suffered much. He cannot forgive them.
Should they be forgiven?
They don't understand what they're doing. They are simply unenlightened and vulnerable to manipulation.
So, it's all true then. What Kain and Vorador have told me. I really am some kind of unholy vampire messiah.
Unholy? No. Messiah, perhaps.
I don't like that word. It smells of martyrdom.
Raziel, your role in this world's destiny is more crucial and more benevolent than you've allowed yourself to believe. Your journey will not be easy. Dark powers are allied against you. But I think you already know this. You appear to have been cruelly tested. The binding must be secured, Raziel. The pillars are the lock.
And the Reaver is the key.
Yes.
The Reaver is here. Why do I feel nothing?
The most formidable weapon ever forged by our swordsmiths. They infused the blade with vampiric energy, empowering the Reaver to drain our enemies of their precious lifeblood.
As Janos presented the blade, an inexplicable sense of dread crept over me, more palpable than anything I'd felt before. I was at once horribly repelled by the sword, and yet irresistibly compelled to touch it, to take it up. Please, take it away from me.
I fear you have been followed. You must save yourself, Raziel.
Janos! No! My surroundings whirled sickeningly, and I found myself transported safely away from the ambush to an adjacent chamber. Janos had delivered me from the Sarafan, selflessly forfeiting his own safety to preserve my life. And now I feared that my newfound mentor would be slaughtered by the very crusaders I had so recently revered. The irony pierced me, and with dawning horror, I realized that I had been duped by Mobius from the beginning. For the Sarafan had simply followed the path I gullibly blazed through this sanctuary, and had arrived bearing Mobius' staff. Thus armed, they had Janos at their mercy. Through the door, I could hear them battling, less than a dozen paces away. But it may as well have been 1,000 miles, for this barrier was sealed by elemental forces I did not possess. It seemed Janos had conveyed me into the heart of the fire shrine. I thought perhaps if I could galvanize the forge and imbue the Reaver in time, I might have a slim chance of saving Janos from his grisly fate.
Okay, so it turns out that Janos Audron was not a human at all. Like, I don't think I have yet learned the name of that species, you know, the blue humanoids, but he was one of them. And it's weird that, like, it seems like a retcon, because in Blood Omen 1, I think it was even implied that he lived in Ustenheim, which was a human village. But more importantly, I'm pretty sure, you know, that's a pretty distinct piece of information about someone, that they are of an alien race. I think somebody would have mentioned that about him. Because that's very distinct. Like, he's literally blue and has wings, like rather big ones. So yeah, I'm not sure really what to think about that. Okay, so I have to jump quickly enough so that the blood does not engulf me, I guess. He says as he fails again. Okay, so I can reach the light Reaver from here. At least I think I can. Although, can I? That's kind of debatable, really. Okay, will the blood drain now? Ah, okay, I don't know why I derped and assumed I cannot go into the blood, but obviously I'm not carrying the torch anymore, so it doesn't really matter. And now I can empower the gem. That's somewhere. Where is it? Okay, and now I can transform the Reaver into the Air Reaver. Yeah, I need a torch to carry it. Onto that fireplace. Overall, that has a huge potential for failure, because obviously if I fall into the blood now, it's going to get extinguished. And if you've probably noticed by now that I am rather clumsy, to say the least. Okay, there's no chance of crossing this. What I can do, I guess, is drain the blood by taking the Light Reaver and shooting the gem. But how does that help me exactly? Where do I need to go with the torch? Because I presume I do need the torch, right? Wait. What has just happened? I guess the blood receding was like a temporary thing. Okay, I'm screwed. Oh, but there's an opportunity to save, which I should take, because if the game crashes, I'm going to be very unhappy. I guess it would be good if I determined what is it that I need to do. Is that Janos himself? Or me? Because the hair, specifically, looks like Raziel. What is it exactly that I'm supposed to be doing? To be honest, I don't really know. Like, this is obviously the shrine, this is where the flame is going to appear, but I was under the impression I'm supposed to set something on fire, but I don't know anymore. In practical terms, I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing. Like, my intuition is telling me it's probably has something to do with carrying a torch to the other side, but I don't have any solid proof on which to base that assumption, and it is just that, an assumption. Where is my torch? What? What has just happened? And why? And how? Okay, so I carried the torch over, but to be honest, in the end... Oh, okay. Okay, so it was this, but the torch got extinguished before when I tried to get through the air jets, so I don't know why it worked this time but didn't work before. I don't know what the difference is.
I plunged the Reaver into that furnace and forged the blade with elemental fire. With the Reaver thus imbued, I was now armed to unlock the elemental barrier and rescue Janos from his executioners.
Okay, but Janos Audron will have to wait because this episode has been long enough, so I'm going to save. And end it for now. That's all for this one, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.